shit goes out to motherfucking back motherfucking track. With Mindforce from the Hudson Valley. Kick it. Goes out to Long Island. New York hardcore family. Sing it. Yo, yo! I feel the fire! Burn like a coal in a race! Burn the fire! Yo, sing it! Excalibur! Yo, let's go! Hit away! Hit away! I swing this song like a down over in the children's car! Hit away! Taking you out! Whoa! You motherfucker! What's happening? You know what this is, and you know why we're here. This is the New York Hardcore Chronicles live. Yeah, I just saw someone. Yeah. Who just said that? Is this really live? Yo, bro, welcome to the party, man. Yeah, this is live, bro. Live in Technicolor. Live from New York City. It's the New York Hardcore Chronicles live. Sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, The Organic Grill, the Texas Silver Rush, Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, Your Core Hardcore fan page, and who did I forget? The Texas Silver Rush or the Organic Grill. Something like that. Anyway, what's happening, everybody around the world? Scott Alder. Yeah, great show yesterday, man. Listen, I know we got into a little politics yesterday, but we didn't get crazy with it. We addressed a couple things. Listen, I said it before and I'll say it again. We don't do politics on this show. This show was created as an alternative to everything that's going on out there. Turn away from all that and come check out the show. We talk about music. We talk about the worldwide hardcore community. That's what this is about here, man. This ain't about politics here. But listen, yesterday's dude was a hardcore guy that stepped up. So I'm glad we got him on the show, and I'm glad we didn't go too deep into the politics. Yeah, Chris, absolutely. Great guy, great show yesterday. And here we are, another day, another show. I actually left my apartment for a couple of minutes. It was horrifying. It's a horrifying world out there. Speaking of the horrifying world out there, you want to see what's going on outside my window? Here you go. This is the view from outside my window. Yep, there you go. As you can see, anarchy is ruling in the Upper West Side. So there you go. there's the view. There's the view from outside my window here in the Upper West Side of Manhattan. I take, I live in a nice, calm neighborhood. Hey, Whitney, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. I know, right, bro? I went outside. I know. I hate the outside world. I hate going out there. God. Adrian, what's up? Welcome back. Tuning in from Germany. Good. Thank you. When is Mike Judge on the air? We'll get to that, bro. What's the rush? We'll get to that. In the meantime, let's do this. You know what? Let me mention the next show. The next show coming up on Sunday is Mr. Eugene Robinson, author, old school thumper, Oxbow whipping boy, coming up on Sunday. Eugene was around back in the day. Some great stories. So tune in on Sunday for Senor Eugene Robinson. That said, what's happening with the hardcore shutterbug, Steven Messina? Boom. There he is.
Boom.
What's that? What's up with that? What's up with that mug? Are you mugging me?
You've been mugged.
Me?
You've been mugged.
Yeah.
You try walking around with this mug all day.
Hey, what's up with that? Hey, speaking of mugs, how about the New York Hardcore mug, huh?
Oh.
There you go.
There we go. Yes.
Tune in. Yeah. Tune in and get tuned up. I like that. Tune in and get tuned up. Right. What are you drinking, Messina?
Death Wish.
What is it?
Death Wish coffee.
Oh.
It's my favorite. It's amazing. It's really strong black coffee,
I wouldn't know. I've never drank coffee in my life.
Makes your hair grow big and strong.
Shout out to Daryl.
Yeah, here he is.
Daryl, who's really not giving a you know what.
Yeah.
Hey, Daryl. Hey, Daryl. Hey, bro.
He's on his break.
Yeah, right. Daryl's not trying to give a you know what.
Yeah, exactly.
Where is photo of the day?
Photo of the day.
Photo of the day.
Now I have anarchy on the west side in my head.
Anarchy in the west side. Where the hell's photo of the day, man? What'd you do with it? Oh, here it is.
There you go. Two shots.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
There we go.
Here we go. Photo of the day, everybody. Hello from Belgium, Drew. Hope you and your crew are well. Very psyched for this one. Hello, Kevin Hensels, my man. Are you in Brussels, brother? What's happening in Belgium? Aaron in Bristol, England. Love Bristol, my kind of town. That said, okay, here we go. Photo of the day. Wrong answers only, please. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. Here comes photo of the day scenario. All right. Photo of the day. Hardcore Shutterbug, Steven Messina. Here we go. Oh, boom. All right.
Boom.
Boom. What do you got? Only wrong answers only, please.
Let's see who gets this one.
You know what? And Sid, don't chime in, Sid. It's not, Let's go. Here we go. Is it? Oh, Sid says he's stumped. I doubt that.
Wow. Okay.
I doubt that. Come on.
Sid knows everything. Come on.
This is kind of tough. Is it Soundgarden? Is it a Converse commercial?
It might be.
Is it Good One, Larry Kelly? Is it Milton Berle? Is it A Tribe Called Quest? Ronnie Tutt on drums. Whoa, Lenny. That's impressive, Lenny. Ronnie Tutt. And yeah, you know what? He does look like Ronnie Tutt. Lenny. Wow. Ronnie Tutt played with Elvis. Ronnie Tutt also played with Jerry Garcia. How do you know Ronnie? How do you know Ronnie Tutt?
Ronnie went from Elvis to Jerry Garcia.
Yeah, Ronnie Tutt went from Elvis to Jerry Garcia. Ron Tutt.
Wow.
Yep. Is it Spandau Ballet spelt wrong? Is it 2 Live Crew? Is it Fury of 5? Not bad. Is it Devo for sure? Is it the Chili Peppers?
Everything is Devo.
Everything is Devo,
And
right?
Devo is everything.
Yeah. Lenny says, listen, I listen to more than just heavy music, right? Really? What are you listening to? What are you listening to? Elvis? I know you're not listening to Jerry Garcia, bro. Is it Green Day? Is it The Exploited? Is it AC/DC? Ooh, is it Old and in the Way, to keep with the Jerry Garcia theme? Wait a second. Ronnie Tutt played with Jerry Garcia in the Sisters of Mercy? No. He played with Jerry Garcia, but not Jerry. Is it Hot Tuna? All right, let's go with some right. Let's go with some right
answers now.
Let's go with photo number 2 here that you sent me. Hold on. Here it is. Photo number 2, just for you. Yes, my name is Drew. Here we go. Photo of the day, part 2.
Boom. These guys fly, man.
Yeah. Well, okay. How about a clue for these knuckleheads? Is it Kiss? Is it Jackie Chan?
It's Jet Li.
Did we have Menudo already? How about a clue? Let me give you knuckleheads a clue.
There you go.
Obviously, this is the stage that we use when we do the big shows in Tompkins Square Park. We, of course, did the big Dr. No show, the Dr. No benefit show. We did the Rabies tribute show, and we did the Jimmy G show. So here's a clue. This is the stage that we used for one of those. Okay? So that said, here we go. Is it Dope SG Guitar?
Yes, it is.
We are Dope SG Guitar. This one's called. All right, here we go. Is it Combust? Is it Combust? Is it Combust? Is it Combust Dave on drums? Is it Combust? Got to be Paul Bearer. Good. Is it Combust?
It is Combust.
Is it Combust? All right, tell us about this.
It's Combust. It's
Hallelujah.
Combust. And as you say, this was the Jimmy G benefit, which was 2018. And it was the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. It was Sheer Terror, Killing Time, and Combust. And it was a beautiful day in Tompkins Square Park. Amazing show. Hopefully we get to do more of these in the near future. But these guys, this is like, there's a lot. These guys there's youth here. This is like a bunch of young guys. They just fly. They got that energy. They got a great sound. And hopefully they put something new out soon. I have to see. I haven't checked up on it, but the stuff that they do have out is really, really good, really, really solid. And I just see a lot of potential, for the future. Hopefully they've been like, writing and recording during this lockdown like everybody else. But great band, really, really good show. Great way to open the show. As a matter of fact, when you got bands like Killing Time and Sheer Terror going on after you, you got to step up your game, and these guys did a great job.
Absolutely. I mean, those shows were really something special. And a lot of people ask if me and Cuz are going to do, shows in the park again. And listen, we went 3 for 3.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's rare. And, a lot goes into those shows, a lot of risk, a lot of money. It's a big roll of the dice. I mean, if it rains, we're all screwed. And that last show that we did with the Boss Tones, we were in it for, I think, $15,000 before the day of the show.
Wow.
And so, hold on. Close the friggin' window here, man. Fuck. And animals out there. Shut the fuck up out there. And so, unless there's a damn good reason to do another show in the park, I don't push for it, man.
Well, hopefully the next one won't be like a benefit. Hopefully it'll be a positive thing.
You know what, dude? Honestly, the problem is that unless it's a benefit, there's no way to nobody wants to play.
Right,
right. That you need a great cause. And, there has to be a benefit because the production costs
I get you.
have to be made too. Like I said, the Boss Tones thing, we were in the hole for 15 grand the morning of the show.
Wow.
So, man, it is extremely stressful to put those shows on.
Gotta give it up to the Boss Tones coming out to New York and just killing it that day too.
Yeah.
They really they stepped up for Jimmy, and that was a great day. God.
Yeah, get Dickie Barrett on the show. Dickie's an old friend. I can reach out to Dickie. In the meantime, I'm wondering, you're wondering, we're wondering, what's up with Sid the Kid?
Boom.
There he is.
Hey, Mr. Tough Guy, what's happening?
Me? Nah. I'm just here for the appearances.
Yeah. Okay. So we're doing a little bit breaking with the format. Let's do record of the week. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Record of the week, Sid. What is this? What's going on?
Oh, no.
Well, guys, I wanted to switch it up just a little bit today. Obviously, there's so many great New York hardcore bands out there, but I want to kind of switch up just a bit today with a New Jersey hardcore band, and this is School Drugs. If you guys haven't heard of them, they've been around for about 4 years. I unknowingly didn't know about this band till last year when they opened up for JFA at Brooklyn Bazaar last year, and they really, put an impression on me. So obviously, I talked with the singer a little bit. Check us out on Bandcamp, and I went to see this. The first track alone, definitely, for it being a hardcore punk band, those first couple of songs, honestly, to me, or very adolescence influence. But when I got deeper into the record, it's straight hardcore punk. Very short, to the point, as most hardcore bands are out today, but definitely something a little refreshing. These kids are young, they're thirsty, been playing up till the pandemic, playing a ton of fucking shows. If I'm not mistaken, the last show they did actually was the Keystone Jam last year with Gorilla Biscuits and Shelter. And, all I got to say is if you're on Bandcamp, guys, check them out. They got all their stuff on there. The release, if I'm not mistaken, is also available on a limited edition 12-inch vinyl. So definitely support these guys if you can.
Absolutely. And I listened. I don't know this band per se, like off the bat. And you sent me the link and I listened to them. And they definitely have it going on. And I loved on their Bandcamp, it says, regarding the band, based on a steady diet of 80s hardcore and prescription pills, School Drugs exists somewhere between your initial high and impending purge. So that's how they describe their band. This band, Steven, right?
Yeah, I actually got to see them for the first time. I guess it was 2019, maybe 2019, I think it was. They opened up for Off at La Poussin Rouge in the city, and they were really good. I've always been a fan of, as a photographer, I always want to get there early, and I always want to get a good spot. So I always say, I know I'm going to see the opening band, and I was like, let's check these guys out. And they got me like right from the get-go. They were really, really good, great energy too. And I definitely would go see them again, once we're able to. But they were really good, and I really enjoyed their set. And I have to check the album out.
The best thing about them when I saw them, open up for JFA, their merch is amazing because they'll even put the way they try to evolve their merch around the name of the band. Even certain little things they'll put like in prescription pills and little prescription pill bottles, just something like medically oriented. And I'm just like, holy shit. Definitely a little different. And that's what also kind of intrigued me to check the band out more.
Well, that's cool. That's how you make an impression.
Hey, Sid, is that the same shirt you were wearing as yesterday's show?
Well, I literally didn't leave my house.
Listen, bro. Listen, man.
At least look for the smell test.
He could have done laundry this morning.
No, my laundry bag is over there.
No wonder why you can't hold on to a woman, bro. It's because you don't fucking change your clothes, dude.
Hey, maybe I just want to be asexual and just be single. Hey, that's just me.
Well, listen, you're well on the way.
Well, wasn't it Einstein that had like 5 of the same suit, so they didn't have to think about what he was wearing every day?
Exactly. I mean, how do you think Homer and Marge?
Is that your deal, Sid? Is it you basically have 5 of those Madball shirts and you just
Hey, only I know this. I don't give away all my secrets.
Right.
Then he'd have to kill us.
Nah.
Lenny from Crazy Eddie. You don't do one thing.
Lenny can't. Lenny's afraid of the dark, so Lenny can't talk.
Oh my God.
I
right.
really quick, oh God, I'm laughing too hard.
It's a wrap.
I want to give a quick shout out to.
Wait, hold on a second here. All right, go ahead. You're making.
There you go.
All right, guys. If you already know, I'm on MixLR. Go to mixlr.com/SDK sound system. Since the holidays are coming up, I'm not doing anything right now, but I got a bunch of big shit happening next month that you definitely want to check it out. Definitely, probably next week do a show.
Shit happening.
Cool shit, new shit, awesome shit, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be good. One shirt, 1 week. Hey, I'm not gonna name certain people on the show that like to do wardrobe changes, but hey, we're not gonna throw stones here. We're all here to have fun.
I love you, bro. You're the best.
Before I go, oh God, I'm laughing too hard.
We're not gonna cast stones.
Who are you gonna shout out?
Yeah, Uzi from Aggressive Dogs. He's going through a little bit right now. I'm not gonna get too much into it unless you know what he's going through. But big shout out to my brother Uzi1 from Aggressive Dogs. Definitely check him out. Check out his band. This guy goes back way back machine with hardcore and punk rock. Like, definitely you can listen to his stuff over on the internet. That kind of thing is definitely a band that, if you guys haven't slept on that band, don't sleep on that band. They're definitely
okay. Cool. All right. Well, Sid, thank you. Pia made it. Yeah.
Victor, that's the comment of the fucking day.
Okay, here we go. It's on now. Victim in stain. Sid Einstein in like dirty shirt. Sid has to wear this shirt every show now.
I'm not gonna break tradition. Why am I gonna break it? Like, come on.
Oh man. Holy shit. All right, listen. We gotta move on here. I'll talk to you guys later, right?
All right, cheers.
Oh man.
Yo, listen, this is the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live Comedy Hour. Brought to you by New York Hardcore Comics, The Organic Grill, The Texas Silver Rush, Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, and Your Core Hardcore fan page. In the wake of the pandemic, Your Core Chris created Your Core fan page utilizing lessons learned from over 20 years of being an educator and social worker. He decided to try and reach where hardcore punk and the surrounding genre of bands create not only their music, but their message. The interviews are from a psychological perspective to harvest motivation, personal insight, and perspective. Please reach out to them on Facebook or Instagram if you have content to share or if you want to promote your band. Even if it sucks, promote your band. Your Core Hardcore fan page. Also, while we're at it, New York Hardcore Comics. It's New York Hardcore everything. How about the New York Hardcore mug? New York Hardcore Comics opened in 2013 when lifelong friends Debo the Pro and Lee Fairley combined their collections and obsessions for comic books, punk rock, toys and statues, Magic the Gathering, and all things horror. The store is located at 117 Main Street in lovely Dobbs Ferry, New York. If you want to support them during this pandemic, contact them via email at newyorkhardcorecomics.com. All right? Woo! We're off to no Kangol today, bro. It's not a Kangol day. That said, represent my stink. There you go. Oh, when is the show directly from the comic shop happening? I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. I really like doing the show from here. Where in my apartment. I really do. I really like doing the show from here. And I'm never leaving the house again. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to do a show in some weird, like, foreign place when I'm never leaving my house again. So that said, let's clear the deck and let's bring on today's guest. Okay. God, Good grief, man. Today's guest is an American singer-songwriter hailing from New York's Hudson Valley. He is best known for his work with the bands Living Laser, Pillars of Ivory, and of course, listen, one of the best bands to make a mark in the past few years, the mighty Mindforce. Coming at us from Statsburg, New York, please welcome Mr. J. Peta. Brother!
What up, Joe?
How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, listen, thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah, man.
So what's happening? What was going on when the zombie apocalypse hit? With the band shows, what's going on? What's the latest?
I mean, we were playing shows. Everything shut down, as everybody knows, and we had a record coming out. We decided to put it out anyway, and then we just been doing the band still, just no live shows, but we've been recording and even writing a little here and there. And
did you have to cancel shows?
Oh yeah, we had to cancel a bunch. We had big plans, we were supposed to go to Europe for the first time. We were supposed to play a show in Italy. And we were also supposed to, at the time, we never announced it, but we were supposed to do a week in Europe too, and hit up a bunch of places. And I think we were supposed to play United Blood. Yeah, we had a bunch we had to cancel. We had a bunch. Yeah.
Yo, man, they're gonna go nuts for you in Europe, bro. You're gonna go to Europe and get mad love, man.
I was really excited. I've always been a little hesitant to travel because I get a little nervous on the planes. I don't know why, but
you're a nervous guy, Jay.
Yeah. I'm neurotic,
Yeah, listen, it only adds to the overall of the music,
But I was really I wanted to get to Italy more than anything, just because possibly see family. Right. I'm Italian, and that one hurt. But I just got to keep it moving.
Listen, eventually, things will pick up again, and we'll see who survives. We'll see what happens here. I mean, everybody is. Where in Italy do you have family? Do you know?
Northern Italy.
Cool.
Northern Italy, yeah.
Yeah. So tell us, how where'd you grow up? How'd you come up? Where'd you grow up? And how did music come into your life?
Oh, well, I mean, I grew up in a small hick-ass town in the Hudson Valley called Dover Plains.
Dover Plains?
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes outside of Poughkeepsie, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours from the Bronx. And there's nothing there. It's like a hole in the earth, But my parents loved music growing up, and my grandfather, my poppy, sang all the time. He was a singer, and my mom was a dancer. So I had a lot of music in my life, and I started playing the piano and drums pretty young, and I just fell in love with music like that. No real special story there. Yeah.
You play, so you took piano lessons as a kid?
For a little bit. I didn't keep up with them too long. I jumped to the drums. I don't know why. The piano didn't hold up with me. I wanted, I had a lot of anger, I guess, as a child. I wanted to smash things.
Yeah, I saw this this shot of you playing drums, and I was like, you're a drummer, huh?
Yeah. I play drums a lot. I play drums in a couple other bands. I play drums and sing in a band called Out for Justice, and I play drums in another band that has yet to come out called Colossus. So yeah.
A lot of drummers end up as singers, and a lot of singers end up as drummers, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a hardcore thing, maybe. I don't know.
So growing up in the Hudson Valley, was there a vibrant scene there? Tell us about when you were coming up, what the hardcore scene in Hudson Valley was like, and where you went to shows, and who resonated for you up there.
Yeah, it was pretty vibrant. I mean, it wasn't like what the city had, in the 90s. But we had something pretty special up here upstate. And a lot of the city bands would play here every month, every weekend,
Sure.
you know, nonstop. And we would be going up there, you know, all the time, you know, to CB's and also to Coney Island High and some other spots. But as far as here, where I would go here, this place called the Chance in Poughkeepsie, which is kind, you know, a lot of people played there, kind of legendary spot. This other spot in Newburgh, this skate park called the Avalon.
Yeah.
And pretty much, and this other spot in Middletown, New York, a smaller city called Middletown. I don't know if you know that city.
Yeah, of course.
Called what the hell was that? The Eclipse. The Eclipse.
Lenny from Crazy Eddie says back in the 90s, there was a Newburgh skate park.
Yeah.
That place would get fucking violent as fuck.
That's the spot I just referenced.
Yeah,
that was my favorite spot ever to see shows. You know, I mean,
I
it was wild, man.
Yeah.
It was wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm lucky to have survived some All Out War shows there, to be honest.
Did you guys ever road trip to like Albany to like QE2 and like Valentine's?
We did. You know what's weird, man, is as close as we are to Albany, I'm like an hour and a half from Albany. I'm not that far at all from Albany. And I even think Albany is technically the very end, a part of the Hudson Valley.
Yeah.
But we would only go up there so much. In the 90s, that city had its own scene.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
But we would go up there. We would go up there, you know, to see bands from here, All Out War. And sometimes when some bands from the city would play up there, we would go up there too.
Yeah, no, for sure. Albany had, for a minute there, Albany had like the most banging scene going, man.
That place would pack like when One King Down or Section 8, when those bands would play. Oh, I mean, it'd be packed. The club would be packed out the windows.
Listen, when I was managing Marauder in the mid 90s, they'd go up there and play Saratoga Winners. Forget it. When I worked with Biohazard used to come up there. Some of the greatest shows were at Saratoga Winners or at Biohazard, man. You know?
That's sick. That's sick. I remember, I think I seen Biohazard at the Chance a couple times back in the day.
Let's talk about the Chance for a second. I mean, the Chance, like you said, is a legendary place. And I remember, you know, back then it was really just the big room. It was just the big room. And if you look at the history of the Chance, you know, it was like a stop for touring bands, like before they played like New York City or on the way out of New York City. And like Stevie Ray Vaughan would play there, and, you know, Cyndi Lauper and big bands. You know, big metal bands, and you know, the Chance was like a spot, you know, for years, man. I mean, that was the spot.
I mean, I saw some amazing shows there, and growing up, I can remember hearing stories. I don't really know the facts, but I think maybe the Police played their first U.S. show there.
Yeah,
kind of weird, crazy facts, you know. But we were lucky. They brought in amazing bands. If you were a local band, it wasn't the best place to play because you would kind of have to pay to play. They'd make you sell tickets and shit like that. But as far as like back in the day, especially before you know, some of the rules that came into play with live music in 2000s, that place would just be wild, man, wild. I mean, I've seen people jump off that balcony in that place.
And I remember the loft. Not I remember, but now they have the loft upstairs.
They had the loft, and also that's a even smaller spot called Club Crandall.
I never saw that. But Poughkeepsie, I remember coming up there back in the day, like Poughkeepsie, that street where the Chance is.
Yeah, Main Street.
Main Street. That was like World War III going down on that street. I mean, I remember, you know, crack being sold on that street. And I tell you something crazy that I remember is when Fear Factory played there. I think it was Fear Factory, Spineshank or something. Burton, the singer for Fear Factory, left the Chance and went to an ATM and got ripped off at gunpoint at the ATM. And the last time I went up there, which was for Upstate Rick's benefit thing, nothing's changed, bro, on that.
I know, man. It's sort of like a hole in the earth out there, but when you fall into the hole, you might not get out, you know? Yeah, I mean, I never been stuck up around there, but I got plenty of friends who have. I have a friend, my good friend Will, one of my best friends. I'm pretty sure he got kicked out of a show once at the Chance. We all stayed in. I think it was a Madball show. We all stayed in. We wanted to mosh and shit. We'd be like, yo, just chill out there, smoke cigarettes. We'll be out.
Right.
And yo, he ended up getting stuck. You know, he got stuck up while he was waiting for us to come out there. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, you gotta watch out around there.
yeah. Poughkeepsie is hasn't changed, and what's crazy is, you know, things change in this world. There's very few things that don't. One of them is Main Street. I mean, I'm talking like I remember it being bad up there, you know, 30 years ago, and it's still just as bad, you know?
Yeah, it had a kind of good period where they tried to gentrify things.
Yeah.
But,
yep.
I mean, it's not doing too great right now. That other spot that homie mentioned in the comments, that spot was dangerous too in Newburgh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I was more familiar with Poughkeepsie, so when I would travel across the bridge to Newburgh, it was sketchy.
So you came up in the Hudson Valley, and you know, tell us about, you know, when your first band, or was it Living Laser?
No, I mean Living Laser was my first band that I sang in that did really anything. I came up in this band Elevate when I was real young, but that was like in high school and shit. But Living Laser started playing shows, you know, I don't know, just the only shows you can play around a place as small as the Hudson Valley. You know, then not long, the city started reaching out, Long Island started reaching out. We played Connecticut a lot, you know. Being from the Hudson Valley and Connecticut are right next to each other. So we did a lot of that early on too in Connecticut. And, you know, we did all right, Living Laser. We did all right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you guys went on for a while, and then did Living Laser were there any releases? There was a demo, right?
Yeah, we had a demo and a couple.
Remember the demo?
Yeah, we had a couple of releases too on a label from Western Massachusetts, FDR. Actually, a really, really sick label. A lot of sick releases.
Okay. And Living Laser comes to an end, and didn't Living Laser basically morph into Mindforce?
Yeah, sort of. You know, we lost some members. We switched some members.
Right.
And we just really wanted to get more crossover with Mindforce. We wanted to get more metal, more thrash, more crossover, but through a New York City lens. And yeah, Living Laser was a lot more on the punk ends of things. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, so yeah, we did that, and you know, Mindforce kind of popped from the beginning.
Yeah, it did.
You know?
It did. And like, you know, what in your opinion, what are the big, like, sort of Mindforce influences? I know you wanted to change direction a little bit. It was a conscious decision. Where did you want to steer it? Who were the big Mindforce influences?
Yeah, I mean, well, the two main ones, probably the biggest ones, are Leeway and the Chromax. But also some other, you know, just as much, people may not realize, just as much Marauder, just as much the Icemen. Just the real more metallic New York hardcore were our main influences. You know, the mid to late 80s, early 90s stuff. Even some other stuff like Burn and the Crumbsuckers in the beginning. Plus, you know, a lot of thrash, you know, like Nuclear Assault, and something as, you know, big as Slayer too, you know. So
yeah, and like you said, you guys came out of the gate strong, man. And you know, yeah, and I hear all this stuff, you know, in you know, when I listen to you guys, you know, for sure. And so Mindforce starts playing out. I mean, and you start getting around a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, here's a good. Hey, if you if you hear clanging in the background, it's my friggin' radiator here in New York City.
Yo, I was about to say, I wasn't sure if I got a puppy. I got a 6-month-old puppy. I hope she's not making too much noise. I hope you can't hear her.
No, I don't hear that. But my friggin' radiator's clanging away. You know, it's you know, it's city life. You know, so yeah, Mindforce gets popping. I mean, have you guys you know, you guys toured America? Have you gotten out there?
Oh, we never toured, but we have, you know, we have flown around a little bit, and to play some festivals, you know, mostly after Excalibur came out. When Excalibur came out, our full-length record, our guitar player got in a real bad accident, and we just shut down. I didn't even know if we were going to be a band anymore.
Wow.
And
an accident while you were touring?
No, just personal life, driving his car, just a terrible accident. He's lucky to be able to. He's honestly still going through a lot of medical stuff for it, you know. But
this is the bass player,
a guitar player, Mike Shaw.
Oh wow, man.
Yeah. Much love to Mike. I was just over his house last night. I cooked him some homemade pizza. I made my grandmother's family dough recipe, homemade dough. But so we didn't get to play when Excalibur came out, and I think maybe it kind of built up maybe a little more hunger to see us play. I don't know. So when we were able to play, we were lucky enough that some festivals reached out, you know, and we went out to California. We went to a few all over the place, Florida.
Is that the shot I saw with Regulate? You guys on the road with Regulate?
Yeah. That's us. Us and Regulate did a weekend in California. Yo, we had a blast.
Hold on, I got that one. Hold on.
Yeah, those are my homies, man. Shout out to Regulate. They're probably one of my favorite modern New York hardcore bands right now. They definitely are. Shout out to all those guys, man. I love those guys.
Yeah, here you go. I see Sebastian up front there.
Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, this looks like it's out west, bro.
yeah, that's in California. I mean, we went out there last November, so pretty much a year anniversary, and it was freezing. I mean, you know when the New York winter hits, Drew.
Yeah.
So we were like, when we were out there, we were like, woo. You know, we were hyped, man. We were hyped.
Listen, Mike Shaw, you know, gets a lot of love, man. And I agree with what James Napple says. One of the top 3 guitar players in New York hardcore currently. I'm a big fan of Mike's guitar work, man.
I mean, as far as modern guys, I think he's the best, man.
Yeah,
I think he's the best.
He's great. He's great. Hey, as far as like, listen, the puppy request. Yeah, there you go. Let's get that. Whoa, what is that?
This is an American Pit Bull.
Wow.
Yeah, she's only 6 months. She's pretty big.
I was gonna say that's a female. I could tell by her face.
You could tell, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep. As far as Regulate, Mindforce, Regulate, you know, we had Combust photo at the beginning of the show. Who do you consider some of your peers of this sort of, in lack of a better term, I'm going to call them new wave of like New York hardcore. I know that's a vague, but you know, you guys really have your own thing in a certain regard. It's you know, who do you consider your peers?
Oh yeah, actually a lot. I mean, there's a real cool like I'm sorry, hold on a minute. Somebody's trying. I don't know. Sorry about that.
Hey, we're doing a show here.
Yeah, there's like a really cool kind of trinity of scenes that link up together in New York right now. The city, specifically a lot going on in Brooklyn, Long Island, and the Hudson Valley. So those 3 scenes really link up and really all travel out to each other. I mean, the shows don't pack in the way they did in the 90s. So you really got to rely on each other to travel out of your scene and go help out those other scenes. So I would say bands like Regulate, like we said, that band Combust you also mentioned, Kulu, this band Pain of Truth from Long Island, The Fight from Long Island, Age of Apocalypse from the Hudson Valley. I mean, there's a handful. There's a handful I'm forgetting right now because I'm on the spot.
Hangman?
Oh, most definitely. That band Pain of Truth is Mike's new band.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely Hangman. I love them. And another band from Brooklyn that's new that a lot of people don't know is this band, The Answer.
I've never heard that. The Answer?
They only played a couple shows. They only, they came out, I think, at the end of 2019. 2019 it was, and they didn't have really a chance to get out there once everything happens,
Bro, I love these new bands, man. I'm so sick of the same old crap, man. You know what I mean? And I say that with love, but like I love hearing new bands, man, and new stuff. I mean, I live for it, so when I saw you guys play, I was like, oh yeah, oh hell yeah. I love the newer bands that embody the old school hardcore ethos.
I was about to say, it's great when new bands, by progressing on a sound that another band started, you sort of keep those old bands alive in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like Lenny says, New York hardcore comes on in waves. Sometimes it's 100, sometimes it's thousands. It ebbs and flows.
I like that.
Yeah, he's absolutely right, man.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, and I've been around for a minute. And I've seen sort of like, it kind of goes around and around and around, and like, sometimes you lose interest and you're like, I'm not feeling these new bands, and then the next wave comes in and you're like, oh yeah, oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
So
most definitely.
Yeah, here you go. Same Old Crap is a great band name. We are the same old crap.
That's a good album title.
Yeah, Robert Hogg says, I really hope Mindforce finally make it to the UK.
Yeah, me too. I want to go there, man. I love the English Premier League. So I would love to go out there and I would love to go out there. That and Italy are the #1 places I want to go that we haven't been yet.
For sure.
And Japan. I want to go to Japan.
Yeah. Listen, like I said, they're going to go nuts for you in Europe, man. You just be patient. It's only like another 8 to 10 months.
Yeah.
Right. Mindforce to Norway. Yeah, we'll get them out there. So, all right, man. So let me shout out some sponsors, and I want to bring on some special guests. I want to bring on Fred and Scott Earth and do a quick little thing for Silence Equals Death, who have an EP out. And when we come back, I want to talk about Pillars of Ivory, which is your other project, which I love. And we'll talk about what you do for a living, and we'll look into the future, okay?
All right. See you in a little bit.
All right, here we go, yo. It's the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, The Organic Grill, Chain, the Texas Silver Rush, Your Core Hardcore fan page, and Chain Reaction Records. Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, located in Lakewood, Colorado, is the Rocky Mountain headquarters for all things punk, hardcore, and metal. Established in 2014, they have the largest selection of records, CDs, shirts, stickers, patches, and accessories between Chicago and Los Angeles. From the pit to the ditch, they got your back. Get in touch with them at www.chainreactionrecords.com. That said, how about Organic Grill, which is a vegan restaurant located in New York City at 123 First Avenue. Featured in New York Magazine, the New York Times, and Veg News. Their dishes have won numerous awards, including Best Veggie Burger. They make their own cheeses, sausages, and burger patties, and every dish on the menu can be made gluten-free. This year, they're celebrating their 20th anniversary, and they're all about having a great time while enjoying amazing, clean food. After 3 months of being closed, they're now open for deliveries. Get in touch with them and order some great food at www.theorganicgrill.com. Don't be shy. Reach out to Vlad. Organic Grill. It is yummy. That said, what else we got on here? I want to mention there is a page on Facebook, the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live Comments Crew. And it was started, I'm not a part, I didn't start it. It's not my page. It was started by Upstate Rick. And basically, everybody who's in the comments section, it's a place to go when we're not doing the show. It's a very cool page. I just want to shout it out. I want to thank Rick for starting it. It's sort of like the community when we're not doing the show. A lot of information gets passed and forth, passed back and forth. But go check it out. It's on Facebook. It's the NYHC Chronicles live comments crew. Please join the page. There's no knuckleheads on there. A lot of cool stuff goes up on there. Let the party continue after the party, right? So that said, also, if you're watching the show in rerun, there is a subscribe button right there. Please subscribe to the show. This way, when I put up a new show, you get an alert. Intruder alert, stop the intruder. You get an alert, and you get to know what's going on. So that said, what else? Yeah. That said also, my Patreon. Don't be a Hatreon, join Patreon. It is the community within the community. There it is. There is also a PayPal page. So please, listen. Shit doesn't magically happen. Everybody likes free, but this show needs your support. Please, I know you're out there lurking. I know you love to lurk, but you can't lurk forever. Come in from the cold, be a Patreon, join the show. Your support is really much needed for the show. We appreciate it. So don't be shy. I want to shout out a couple of new patrons: Christopher Hoffman, Riz Faruqi, John Siciliano, Scott Alder, Thomas Rudy, Victor Mogliensky, Robert Meyerson, John Bernaeus, Christopher Moores, and our latest, Matt Solberg. Solberg? Is that how you pronounce it, Matt? I know you're watching. Matt Solberg. So please, you think I like to get on? You think I like to get on here and hawk people, for this crap? I don't. All right, I really don't. But the show needs support. So please support the show. How many hours have we spent watching Throw in Some Bucks Lurkers? Thanks, man. Pop it in for a minute. What's up, John Harmon? Hope you're well, buddy. Lurk alert, stop the intruder. What game was that? What video? Here's a trivia question. What video game when we were coming up was that? Intruder alert, stop the intruder. What was that? I know what it is. Do you? What else? Hi from Italy. All right. Fabrizio. Listen, with a name like Fabrizio, you better be from Italy. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Berserk. Was it Berserk or yeah, Berserk? That was the name of it, right? Berserk. Yeah. Hey, Joanna. Oh, speaking of which, Joanna. Whoa, Joanna Banana. Where is it? Where is the great? Oh, here is the lovely Joanna modeling the New York Hardcore Chronicles live hoodie. Here she is. The merch link is underneath the show. You can see it. There's a bunch of stuff. There's we just put together some do good things or good things come to you merch. The white hoodie's kind of dope. My dad rocks the black one. I like the white one. Girls leggings. There's the New York Hardcore mug, the New York Hardcore symbol designed by Stephen Huey, Fly Right Tattoos. Please support the show. Buy some merch. Don't be shy. Hey, Jimmy Garcia, what's up? Former Antidote member and Broomhilda member. Hope you're well, Jimmy. Thanks for stopping by. Fine pronunciation. All right. I got it. Good. Appreciate it. Looking good. Lori Dawn. Yeah, I know. Yes. You know what? I like the white one too. A lot of the gals are buying the white one. It's cool. I like it. The New York Hardcore Flamethrower is coming soon. Plenty of merch for Christmas. Don't be shy. Let it fly. That said, I want to bring some friends on the show. Let me clear the deck here. Okay, everybody go away. Go away. Get this, get that. Hold on a second. Get rid of the Patreon. Organic Grill, we love you, but you gotta go. Banners be gone. Okay. Are we ready for? Okay. Listen. Next time, comb your hair. Yep. You send me a picture of wearing my merch, you can end up on the show. That said, let's bring on a couple of friends of ours. They play in Silence Equals Death. They have a new release out, Revolution Rising. Let's bring on Fred De La Cruz and Scott Earth.
Oh.
Geez, man, what are you in a museum? What are you in a guitar museum, Fred?
Undisclosed location. No one can know
Wow.
where I am.
Jesus, man. Wow, and you sleep underneath that?
Yes, I
you
bang
sleep-
into it all the time.
Wow. That's really Yo, Chris Contos, what's up from Machine Head? What's happening, man?
Nice.
Good to see you. Yeah. Okay. Gary from Dead Blow Hammer, Silence Equals Death, one of New Jersey's finest. So
Thank you, Gary.
that said, let's
Thank you, Gary.
yeah, here, let me see. Let's put this up here a second. Here's you guys. You know, I like when I love these shots when everybody's like trying to look their hardest. You know, it's like when you got guys in the band that are just nice guys, and then it's like, okay, it's hardcore photo time.
That was required. They said you guys have to look tougher for
Look hard. You know, like it's great.
Yeah, look at us.
Yeah. So everybody chiming in. Listen, you guys have put in a lot of hard work, man. You know, you have a good work ethic. You constantly stay at it. You don't get discouraged. And I know it's been tough for you guys. You know, it's a kind of breaking to that next level has been tough. I know you guys weren't Scott, weren't you guys supposed to play the bowl this year?
Yes. Oh, sorry, my light's a little obnoxious. Yeah, I mean, you know how it is, Drew. It's years and years you're waiting for that call. We get the call, and the pandemic hits. So.
Here comes the big break, and
right.
There's a pandemic going on. Yeah. So
we're not going anywhere, right?
Yeah. What was happening when the pandemic hit for you guys? I mean, other than that, right?
I guess we were actually getting ready to record, so we were like totally in like. Well, actually, let me just preface it by saying our guitar player Wade was going to have his wife is having a baby, so we were under the gun to try to get the recording done, you know, before a certain time frame, and it just so happened to be right when the pandemic hit.
Don't shake your head. The mic is you make it. We've learned. It took us about 80 shows to figure out that's what that noise is. Hey Fred, tell us a little bit about this release and what's going on with it.
Yeah, I mean, Mario from Upstate picked us up, and he digged what he was hearing. We're strategic in how we released it. We have 6 songs that came out. I believe it was like November, early November, and we made it so that it came out when we did a live stream. So it was kind of cool. A ton of people went in and logged in for it. And we were very pleased with the outcome. We had some syncing issues or whatever, but you could still see it all synced up now. But the song, we're really proud with the 6 songs. We put a lot of time in songwriting, a lot of arguing at the studio between us chickens. Just, we want this part, we want to sound like this. Oh, no, we don't want to sound like anyone, that whole thing. So we're really proud and we're getting a great reception from it.
Absolutely. You know what I want to do? Let's take a peek. Let's take a break. Let's take a peek at a video, huh?
Man.
Let's get a little. Let's take a peek-see. Let's take a look-see. Here we go. Let me line it up. Bada bing, bada boo. Here we go, yo.
forget your face when the time comes. Taking time from those. You're the one who can't escape all the ways that have come to be. When attention's gone, I'm relenting. I feel a hate that beside his building. It consumes me, and now the world's all about to see me blow. Dying, standing there.
So there you go. You know, I just want to say that a lot of people say I can't hear it or it sounds fucked up. Unfortunately, on this platform, when we play videos, it gets kind of garbled. So I can't control that. But we do feel that there's an inherent value in playing it even when it's garbled.
That's
so tell us a little bit about that video, Scott.
You know, we're just trying to come up with concepts to make videos more interesting. And obviously the song is about, you know, going through a hard time, basically exactly what everyone's going through. Bite off a little bit of the Falling Down movie for you older people who understand that one. And you know, we had a great time filming it. Unfortunately,
is that your wife I saw in the video?
No, it's actually my friend. But more importantly, is the main guy in the video is our friend Matt.
Yeah.
And Matt was in a very bad motorcycle accident recently.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, I mean, Fred, do you have a little information just to throw out real quick about Matt?
Yeah, I mean, if you go to our page, Silence Equals Death on Facebook, you'll definitely find on the feed. There's a GoFundMe for him. But yeah, he's my best friend. He was nice enough to do the Switch video that you guys just took a peek at. He's a great guy. The response for GoFundMe is just incredible. I remember his brother posted it and just wanted like 5. You know, you could set like limits of what the goal is. There's like 5K, and now it's up to 115K. I mean,
wow,
it's totally crazy.
Wow.
And, you know, his daughters and wife are totally appreciative. But
that's awesome,
yeah, if you want,
man. Glad to hear that.
Yeah. But
so you know, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, we had that great time together and creating the video, and went to Fred's work garage and filmed the band parts. That kind of was what started the whole thing. Like, all right, well, we have a parking garage to film in. What are we going to do with this? You know, you have a bunch of guys standing in a parking garage, and it just kind of the whole idea of it came together. I don't know. We're really happy with it.
Good. Listen, you know, one door closes, another opens, and we all got to stay busy during this thing. And you know, not everybody's going to make it out on the other end. And I don't mean literally life or death, but I think and that too. I'm not going there, but there's a lot of bands that aren't going to make it through this. You know, that they're going to fall apart. People are going to move away, wander off. So, you know, it's the process of weeding out here. Not all us bands are going to make it through to the other side. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What is this? Fred was playing guitars on Leeway. Were you on that Leeway recording?
Not on the Leeway recording. I played 2 shows with Eddie.
Okay.
And it was, you know, I have to say that was a great experience. Messing around with Eddie and Dan Nastasi from Kings Never Die and
Sure.
Doggy Dog. It was pretty kick-ass to play some awesome shows and where the entire crowd is just going off with old school Leeway stuff. But that was a good time. But that faltered off. They ended up doing a single, which is pretty kick-ass. And then Dan, as we know, is in Kings Never Die, and they made an awesome release with our friends from Dylan. Dylan's in it. Some other folks, Lenny. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy for those guys too.
Cool. Hey, so Scott, tell us, you know, one more time, where can people pick up the record? Revolution Rising's the new EP, Silence Equals Death. Tell everybody where they could get it.
It is available, you know, digitally worldwide. We don't have a physical release yet. You know, with the pandemic, we really sell the most amount of CDs and merch at shows. So it just didn't seem logical to press a CD or anything right now.
Right.
We have surprises coming in, you know, in the future, but for right now, it's just digital, iTunes, Spotify, all that. We always ask people, look, if you can, go to the Upstate Records Bandcamp, because then money basically filters directly there, and you know, there's not people taking a cut, middleman. Excuse me. And Cold Cuts merch has an exclusive shirt that goes along with the EP, so you can get both of them there too.
Cool. Hey, I want to thank you guys for coming on. I wanted to get you on. I wanted to give your stuff a push, and we'll bring you guys back on soon. And listen, you guys at A7, what you got there? Oh, hold on, let me see that.
I just wanted to show, you know, Drew, I did your, you know, you did a personalization here.
Yeah.
So I had to frame that sucker.
You know, Fred, and Fred, I want to thank you because you supported that film. And
yeah.
I really appreciate it, bro. You stepped up, and made, you know, a really decent contribution, you know, to that film. And I really, really appreciate it, brother. And it's I'm an independent filmmaker, and it's people like you that have allowed me to make films like that. And by the way, if you're wondering what that is, that's the New York Hardcore Chronicles film 1.5. It's available on Amazon. Please give it a watch. It's on Amazon. The New York Hardcore Chronicles film is on Amazon Prime, but they're both on Amazon. So go check it out. Yes, and you guys are a part of the A7 Mosh Club. You know, you guys. What else you got?
This is for Jay, because you have Jay on. This release came out. I was so happy.
What is that? Let me see
Jay
that.
will like this. It's their release on white vinyl.
Wow, you see that? Yo, Jay, you see that?
Yo, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah, yo, Freddie. Much love, Freddie. Much love.
wow, that's really nice, man.
Yeah, man. That's the first press, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much love, guys. Much love.
Fred, what are you, some kind of a collector? Look at all
You think? I got everything going on here, man.
Listen, man, better you than me, man. That's that. Yeah, Lori says next time let's have a tour of Fred's music room. You know,
you're gonna need 2 hours.
We might have to do that. Anyway, Silence Equals Death, dudes, Fred and Scott, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
Thanks.
All right, guys, we really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Cool.
That was cool, huh?
It was cool.
It just goes to show, right? All right, we're back. We're back with Jay Peta from Pillars of Ivory and Mindforce. Tell us a little bit about this project of yours. It's very different. I love it. Pillars of Ivory. Give us the background on that.
Oh yeah, well, Pillars of Ivory kind of came out of just me and Aaron from Death Threat. Aaron from Death Threat. Shout out to Death Threat, one of my favorite bands ever, Connecticut hardcore. After when he moved back from California, he moved not too far away from me, and we started hanging out a lot, and kind of came up with this idea about a while ago. Along with our other friend Jack, who plays guitar in Age of Apocalypse, this dope band from the Hudson Valley. And it kind of fell through. And then kind of when quarantine happened, the idea came up again. And it was kind of a wild idea, I'll be honest, because we wanted to have it be like heavily, mostly hip hop with just bursts of hardcore here and there. And you know, after quarantine happened, we said, fuck it, we did it. And to our surprise, it got a great response. So shout out to Aaron and Jack, you know, the other guys in that project.
And you do all the beats for this project, right?
Yeah, I make all the beats for the project. Yeah, Jack writes all the guitar music. I do all the beats.
And what equipment do you have to do that?
Well, I mean, I got a laptop and an MPC and some programs on my laptop, you know, and I've been getting into that for a while, but only started getting pretty decent at it over the last year. But definitely wanted a project where I could put it out there so everybody could see it for good, for better or worse, whether they liked it or not. So, you know, I was happy to have Pillars of Ivory to do that. And
Is this is the second release?
yeah,
right?
this is the second one. We recorded them at the same time, but you know, it seems like music moves so fast these days on Spotify. Like, and I'm not saying this is a good thing. In fact, it bums me out, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. So instead of doing a long full length, we did one demo that was like 15 minutes long, and then like a month later, we put out another demo. And yeah, that's Aaron and Jack and Jack's dog Mel. Shout out to Mel, the bulldog. And actually those two releases in the future, I'm not sure when, I can't speak on it much yet, but they're going to be coming out as a full length with some extra songs. So they will come out as one thing eventually.
That's cool. I like this photo of you guys.
Yeah, that's Aaron, and that's in the middle there. That's Mike from Hangman and Pain of Truth.
Wow.
That was out in Long Island. We were all chilling, you know, up to no good, kind of.
Here's a question from our man Thomas Starkey. What hip hop influenced you coming up?
Oh, when I was younger?
Yeah.
Oh, the 90s New York stuff. The 90s stuff coming out of New York City, specifically Queens. You know, that first wave of hard gangster rap from the early 90s, but also as it went into the mid 90s and even got a little more commercial, that influenced me just as much. Stuff like Mobb Deep, the Infamous, a lot of stuff out of Queens, Nas, you know, but also Wu-Tang and that whole Staten Island crew. Yeah, all the New York stuff, really. All the New York City stuff, just like the stuff that influenced me from hardcore. It's funny, man. My favorite hardcore bands and my favorite hip hop groups are all from Queens. Yeah, they're always from Queens. Yeah,
yeah, I know. You know,
a lot of talent out there, man.
Yeah, the Ramones. I was born in Queens. Not that I'm talented, but I was born in Forest Hills, where the Ramones came from. But yeah, Queens, you know, a story, you know, a lot of, you know, yeah, there you go. Queensbridge represent.
Yeah.
Nas is from the Queensbridge projects. Yep.
Yeah, Capone and Noriega, that was another big one.
Yep.
You know,
hey, are you, I saw them mention it before, but are you, I see what's behind you. Are those Italian films? What is that?
Yeah, right here, these are a bunch of different Italian films from, like, they call it, I think they call it the Italian Metamorphosis. I could be wrong on that. I don't know, but it's just like, you know, everything from, you know, Fellini, bunch of Fellini stuff, to the picture of Blow Up here. And then this is just one of my favorite Hitchcock films.
That's is that Rear View?
Yeah, just the Italian post, the Italian version.
Do you speak Italian?
No, I'm bad. I only do curse words and you know, slang stuff. You know, man, when you're a kid, if I could go back, I would have paid so much more attention to people speaking it around the house. But, you know, when I was a kid, I didn't want anything to do with it at the time, you know, when I was little. And even when I would bring friends over and my family my grandparents would speak Italian, I would almost be embarrassed, which it's crazy to think back now, because I would literally cut off my hand to go back and learn, you know.
I hear you on that. You know, my grandparents spoke Yiddish, and you know, you know, I wish what I would do to be around that. You know, Yiddish is a dying language. Not a lot of people speak it anymore. And my grandparents used to speak it when I was a kid. And, you know, it's.
Can you understand it at all, or little stuff?
Well, Yiddish is like a little bit of German, a little bit of Hebrew. Yiddish is a couple of things. So
Okay.
there's words that you understand, like it's a German word, or is it that's why when I hear Hebrew, I can understand a little bit of it
Okay.
too. You know.
All right.
Yeah. In that regard.
Yeah, when I was getting ready to go to Italy, I was using this app. I forget what it was called. I was trying to teach myself, but I wasn't having any success, man.
Nicole says he's right. It's the Italian metamorphosis.
It's like a movement, right?
Yeah.
A movement.
Here's a question. Here's a question here. Where did I see that? Jay, talk about your love for polo gear. Always rocking sick polo gear on stage.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, that all comes from hip hop, just being, for me, I fell just as much in love with hip hop as I did with hardcore when I was a kid. And, probably the first thing I can remember seeing is the Raekwon Can It Be So Simple video. He had the Snow Beach on, and just kind of how that brand was adopted by hip hop culture. And, I can't lie either. When I was a teenager, I went down the wrong route for a while, and I got up with a bunch of my friends, and I would be, we got into like, stealing polo and robbing stores and shit, and that was part of it too. But now that I'm a respectable, good citizen, and I got a great job, I buy my polo.
Well, let's talk about that a second.
Yeah.
Yes, you are a pretty respectable citizen.
Thanks, I try to be.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, we talked about this, and I know it's okay. It's okay that I mention it, but you are a history teacher, correct?
Yeah, man. I'm a history teacher at an inner city high school in a city in the Hudson Valley. I went back to school late in life because I was a little wild as a young person. Had some friends pass away and die, and kind of re-looked at my life and went back to school. I got my degree late, and I was lucky enough to get a job. And yeah, I love what I do.
That's awesome.
My favorite part about my job isn't even the content. It's passing down the lessons I learned from making a wrong decision or making a right decision to my kids and stuff like that. So. Yeah.
And what I'm not going to ask you where, but what age kids do you work with?
All high school, 9 through 12th grade.
Wow.
All high school. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's wild, man. It's my school can be a wild place. We were talking about the cities and some of the cities in the Hudson Valley before. So. But at the same time, it's a beautiful place. You know what I mean? So
our resident historian Chucky Brown says his father was a teacher and a wrestling coach. Is that right?
Yo, that's wild. Shout out to my dad, the Don. Yo, shout out. Yeah,
Chucky Brown, man, you're the best, bro.
Yeah, it's funny. He might watch this. My dad is a teacher, a wrestling coach.
Wow.
Taught me a lot about wrestling myself. I grew up with him, showing me wrestling. He comes from like a real wrestling family. His brother is a phenomenal wrestler too. And yeah, man, I can only follow in his footsteps. But
that's awesome.
But he don't like hardcore, man. He thinks it's fucking crazy, But yo, shout out to him.
You know what? It's same thing with my dad. I followed in my dad's film footsteps as a filmmaker, but you know what? He never liked hardcore. But once I started this show, he saw the worldwide community, and he heard stories of people that were very much like his, that grew up with nothing and had a DIY ethic. And now my dad is the biggest fan of New York hardcore.
Same thing with my dad. Like he bought our last 2 records that came out, and he'll like buy shirts when he sees it. So once he started to understand that it was more than just music, he really developed an appreciation for it. you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I remember when I was a kid coming home moshing because, you know, one time I got hospitalized at a show. I got concussion. I had like almost like a little, I think I might have had some bleeding in my brain. So he was like, "What the
What
fuck?"
are you
know, he
doing with
didn't.
yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I want to shout out May, you know, works with kids in the hospital. And listen, I want to take a moment here and shout out all the teachers out there and all the frontline workers in the hospitals. You people, you guys are the real heroes, man. You know, it's like in this world, yeah, for sure. Respect to all the educators, you know,
Thank you,
and all
man.
that,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, it's like it always reminds me of something that I read Bob Dylan say it about how mixed up this world is, where these like sports guys are paid millions and millions of dollars, and yet the people that are educating and the educators, you know, are struggling to get by. What a crazy like imbalance it is, where, you know, a guy playing baseball is making millions upon millions of dollars per year, but an educator is like struggling to get by.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of funny, the irony of the world like that, you know.
Yep.
But you know, to me, I mean, I know educators don't make as much as a lot of other people, but to me, when I became a teacher, I was eating SpaghettiOs, Drew. So that shit was like it allowed me to do a lot. But yeah, and you know, shout out to those baseball players too. Shout out to everybody getting money. You know, I just try to do my thing. But you're so right. It's kind of a twisted reality. You know what I mean? It's not the way it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, let me do a last couple of shout outs with some sponsors, and we'll come back and we'll take some questions, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, brother. What's happening? It is the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, The Organic Grill, Your Core Hardcore fan page, Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, and the Texas Silver Rush. Here we go. This one goes out to all the Texas women down there. The Texas Silver Rush is a jewelry design firm and boutique store located in the birthplace of the Texas country music scene in Fredericksburg, Texas. They specialize in working with musicians in all music genres to design and create unique one-off pieces, as well as to style them for stage, album covers, promo photos, and social media exposure. Their client list includes Rock and Roll Hall of Famers Greg Rolle, Ringo Starr, and of course, the mighty Agnostic Front. During this current pandemic, all information and online sales are being taken at their Facebook and Instagram pages, and of course, www.thetexassilverrush.com. Shouting out Joe Romini and the Texas Silver Rush. Yeehaw! That's right. Everybody down there. I'm going to make my way to Fredericksburg, Texas one of these days, you know. That said, I want to mention a week from today, big show a week from today. Big show. I mean, could be the biggest show we've done is coming up a week from today. Let me clear the deck here. I'm talking about Moby's coming on the show. That's a week from today. It should be cool. Old school hardcore dude, animal rights, you know, vegan dude. This is going to be cool. And he's a fan of the show. How about that, huh? So heads up, a week from today is Moby, Mobilize. And then, crazy, the show after that, what? The show after that, from the Sex Pistols and the Rich Kids, Mr. Glenn Matlock. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just, you know, that's just, what can I tell you? You know, still my beating heart. Got a Sex Pistol coming on the show. After that, a couple of the shows coming up after that. Bing, bang, boom. We got Mike Judge coming up on December 6th. Then, of course, we have Nancy Baril on the 9th. She has a new book out, I'm Not Holding Your Coat. That should be a cool show. Looking forward to it. Then we got Gary Meskel from the Crumbsuckers. And then we got Todd Morse from the Offspring, H2O, and Juliet and the Licks. So lots of great shows coming up. You know, really, yeah, I'm interested in. Where did I? Whoa! Where did I just see that? I'm interested in what Moby has to say as well. So that should be cool. Drew, play Wonderwall on that guitar behind you. No, thank you. No. Yeah, Mesco and Judge. I'm psyched. Yep. Yeah, bring Al on with his flashlight collection. Maybe we'll do that. What else? Oh man. Subscribe to the show. Be a Patreon. Come out of the cold. Don't be a freak. Everybody likes free. You know what I got to talk about at some point? I'm not going to get too into it today, but I'm gearing up to do a couple of my legacy films things, which are personalized documentary films that I do about people, about anybody. Check it out at www.stonefilmsnyc.com. I've done a bunch of them. I really love doing them. They're like personalized documentaries about someone's life, and they're a great gift to give to somebody, mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or anybody. I love doing these legacy films. Check it out at www.stonefilmsnyc.com. I am available to direct a documentary about you or one of your loved ones' lives. So check that out. I'm doing a little bit of a hustle here. It's something kind of new for the show. I've never mentioned it. I'm gearing up to do a couple of them. I love doing them, and I'd love to do one for you, for your family. So go check that out. You know, that said, what else? I think that's it. Let's get some questions. Let's get some, great show. Well, thank you. All the shows are pretty much kind of the same. They're pretty damn good. I don't think we're doing any bad shows these days. You know, that's friggin' sick. Yes, I want to do a documentary about your life, about your mom or your dad or your grandma, your grandpa, or whoever. You know, you ordered some. Yes, the merchandise. Do I need to? The merchandise link is underneath. Yeah, go check it out. Order some merch. There you go. So that said, let's take some questions. If you have the time, go check out www.stonefilmsnyc.com, and don't be shy. Reach out to me about this. I'm gonna bring it up again. So let me clear the deck here. Let's bring on Jay Peta. Everybody okay? Everybody behaving themselves? Do I have that's an interesting question. Do you have a worst show in your head, Drew? A worst show that we've done? There's been a couple of shows that have been a little bit of a struggle, but not lately. So some of the ones early on were a little bit of a struggle. And you know, there was a bit of a learning curve with the show, and what I settled into really is what really bothers me the most, and kind of what kind of gets me kind of like, you know, kills my buzz is when there's technical issues, and like when we bring somebody on and like the technical stuff kills it. So, you know, I learned early on, you know, to really, you know, do tech checks and make sure it's all good. And that's why I really like doing the shows from here, from you know, where I live and where I have everything around me. I think it serves the show best. That said, I'm going to Florida tomorrow, and we're going to be live from Arnie's Kitchen starting on Wednesday. As a matter of fact, I will be doing the Moby Show from Arnie Stone's kitchen in Florida, where the power goes out every 5 minutes. So, you know, there you go. That said, yeah, you know what? The Christmas show. We got to get this Christmas show cracking. We're going to do a Christmas Day show. You know what? Whoever's here is here. It's for the worldwide community. So we're going to do that. Let's bring our guest back on. Jay Peta. Here we go. Hey, man.
Yo.
So let's do a couple of questions. Let's see what we got out there. Okay. Favorite metal bands, Jay?
Ooh. There's a lot, man. Phew. There's a lot. I mean, I love a lot of thrash metal and death metal, but I also I like a lot of heavy metal. I mean, when it comes to death metal, I love Bolt Thrower. I love Obituary. I love Morbid Angel. So when it comes to thrash, I mentioned Nuclear Assault earlier. I love Nuclear Assault. I love Slayer. I love Metallica, you know. But I even love some of the heavy metal classics so much, like the Ozzy solo shit. And the original Ozzy Black Sabbath shit is some of my favorite shit ever. If you would, you know, rock and roll heavy metal, I consider it heavy metal. So yeah, I mean, I'm all over the place with metal.
You know, you talk about this in the New York Hardcore Chronicles film 1.5, which Fred brought up, and I appreciate you being in that film.
I appreciate you asking me, man. Come on.
you talk about Mindforce being like a part of the new generation of crossover bands, and Nick says I hear a lot of leeway and metal influences in Mindforce.
That's cool.
You were influenced by a lot of those early New York hardcore crossover bands, correct?
Oh yeah, big time. Bands like Leeway, Crumbsuckers, Cro-Mags, specifically the Best Wishes album, which is more of the crossover one. The Icemen, Marauder. Yeah, all the heavy metallic New York hardcore. You know.
Yeah.
Sepultura. That's why. How could I forget Sepultura?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. What? Let me see. There's a lot of good questions. Keep them coming. Who's this question for? Are you related to the guitarist in District 9? I'm wearing a District 9 shirt. Is that why you're asking me?
I'm not. I love District 9.
Yeah. No, we're not related to them, Kevin.
One of the first bands I got into, honestly.
Yeah.
Dope band.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. Chucky Brown, once again, here goes with a Chucky Brown question. Let me put the Chucky Brown thought. Can you speak a bit about your other band called Out for Justice? And do they have with 15 members? What does that mean?
Yeah. Well, actually, Chucky, we're up to 18 members now. We're up to about 18 members now. We might even have 2 drummers next time. I don't know. But yeah, Out for Justice, actually, Out for Justice is like kind of like a band I do with a ton of younger kids from bands all over the Northeast. Everybody from bands like Restraining Order, Sanction, Recycled Earth. It's a ton of bands. And we have so many members because every time we play, it's only who can be around, you know, jumps in. And we got about 4 singers right now, but we do have a split coming out and a full length coming out 2021, I believe. 2021. So
Wow.
yeah, I play drums on it. And I sing it. Yeah.
Chris says, are you going to play drums on any projects?
Yeah, actually just finished tracking drums on a project I'm really excited about. It's this band called Colossus. It's got Mike Shaw from Mindforce on guitar.
Wow.
Jack, the guitar player of Pillars of Ivory and AOA, but he's on bass. I'm on drums, and Tom from Indecision, this hardcore band from the 90s, is on vocals. Yeah.
Wow, you guys, you're really pretty proficient up there, you know?
Yeah, man. I like to stay busy, man. If I'm not chasing an idea, my feet aren't on the ground. You know what I mean? So I like to stay creative.
Here's a good one. Let me get the artwork. Tell us about the artwork for the Pillars of Ivory Genesis demo. That art is amazing. Here, let me.
Thank you. That's a young kid out of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Wilkes-Barre. Actually, not. I always feel like I mess up the pronunciation, but yeah, this kid who does graffiti. this kid Caleb. I think his Instagram handle is Kalu, Kalu. He actually puts out a dope zine also called Saturday Kids that has a lot of art and a lot of interviews and a lot of skateboarding and graffiti stuff. But yeah, he did that. You know, me and Aaron kind of told him some things to include in there. You know, some things we love, as you can see, they speak for themselves.
Yep.
But he did that art, and yeah, I mean, he's an amazing young creative mind. He does a lot of art. He did some Mindforce art too. He did a T-shirt for Mindforce.
Ah,
Yeah.
cool.
I like keeping some. I like always having some young heads in the mix. I like their energy. I like their creativity.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we you know, we don't want it to just be old timers day, right?
Oh yeah.
Is
Yeah,
this
but
you?
that dude does dope art.
Is this you in the pit back in the day? Is that what this is?
That's at the Chance. When we were talking about the Chance, that's why.
Are you performing, or are you just ripping it up?
No, that's me. That's me, and that's me dancing. That's me moshing.
Wow.
Probably about to get knocked the fuck out. Probably.
Yo, seriously, bro. Some of those dudes look big.
You could see. I mean, if you're from this area, you could see some characters in there, man. But yeah, that's at the Chance. You know, just to shout back to our discussion we were having. That picture is probably from 1999.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm young. I'm young now.
Joe Frank says, I heard he coming in late, just heard him mention spots up here in Newburgh. Another great sketchy spot was the planetarium right around the corner from the Avalon. Is that true?
Yeah, planetarium is a great spot. I played there. I saw shows there. I remember one time I had some homies throw these dudes sneakers on the roof of that place, actually.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, that spot was wild, man. Wild.
Here's a great question. Do your students know you're in a band? Have you met any hardcore kids in your school? Has anybody said, "No way, you're the singer for Mindforce," or "I know your secret, Teach"? Has that happened?
No, not really, man.
Really?
No, yeah. All the kids I teach, I've never met a kid who even knows what hardcore is.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, but you know, I have gotten close with some students. You know, there was a student who was in a dire situation who became like family to me that I took in for a while with my family, that I brought to a hardcore show in Brooklyn. And they were amazed. But I haven't met any hardcore kids, but there is a heavy Jamaican population in Poughkeepsie, and I always love to show them the Bad Brains, and show them that, you know, in a way Jamaicans helped birth this shit I love. So they always think that's pretty cool when I show them Bad Brains and show them the lyrics and shit.
Wow, I'm really, you know, I'm surprised that you know, none of these young kids hardcore just up there. That's wild, you know.
Nah, not really, man. Yeah, every once in a while, I'll get like a kid who's into like heavy punk.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I want to say hardcore exactly. Just on the cusp of it, you know, just there but not there, you know.
Scott Hustlinger says, my son goes to Middletown High. Nobody knows hardcore anymore. Wow.
Yeah, you know, honestly,
well, I'm glad this show's found an international audience.
I mean, there ain't nothing. I mean, I that doesn't surprise me. I haven't heard about anything, even a band from that area in years. Well,
you know, things come around and around, right? Yeah. I mean, you know, things kind of spin around and around. So, any questions? Send them through here. Yeah, kids today. Yeah, pretty much. You know, ebbs and flows. That's right. So, heading into the future here with Mindforce, what's on the agenda?
I mean, dude, we're kind of like the most unprofessional band ever. We don't know what's going on from one day to the next. I mean, We just did a single called Reign of Terror, kind of about the craziness of the world right now. If you haven't heard that, please check it out. I mean, we just put it out last month. It's brand new. And I'm not sure what's next, man. I mean, if we get the itch, we'll probably record again. And just now we're just waiting to see what up with live music, you know?
May's asking, have you rescheduled your Euro dates?
No. In fact, they keep like messaging us about it, but it's like, I feels like the world is in such a limbo right now. I don't really want to make plans, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't. I hear you. It doesn't make a lot of sense until we really know what the hell is going on, you know? So, hey, what's that? So it said, so they look like, you look like New Kids on the Block in that last. Hey, Steven, you with us? Yeah.
Which one?
Wait, I just posted one and then just took it down. My friend Gregory says my friend teaches up in that area as well. He's an old school hardcore creator. He had Toby Morse come through and speak to his school when he was doing his nonprofit thing, and nobody knew who he was or H2O was.
Yeah, I mean, I think I remember when that happened, but I don't know. I mean, me, I don't know if I would expect like just, you know, some middle-aged parents to know who he was, but I think he was there like on some real, didn't he make a children's book or something like that? Or
Toby? I'm not sure. Did Toby?
Oh wait, I might be thinking of another guy from the Bouncing Souls, maybe. I'm getting all mixed up. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. Chucky Brown says, will his first Elevate do a reunion?
Only if there's a fight, because we never played a show without a fight. So yeah.
There you go. Hey, let's bring Steven Messina on. Hey, Steven.
Hey, what's up?
Where are you? What's going on?
I'm in the upstairs. I had to get some. I'm scanning a bunch of old photos up, so I'm up in the photo room.
Cool. How about Sid? Hey, Sid.
What's going on?
You guys got anything for Jay?
Nope.
I do. Well, I was talking to him earlier. I was just saying that one of the last great hardcore shows I got to see was before everything went down was Mindforce, Indecision, and the Gorilla Biscuits at Revolution, which is now gone. But just
sucks, man. Rip to Revolution.
Yeah, it was a great place. While it was there for a few years, it was in Amityville, and but you guys just killed it that night as usual, and the whole night. In fact, who else was on that show?
Restraining Order.
Was Restraining Order, and there's one other band, and I can't think of it right now.
Oh, not Kill You. No, I get mixed up.
Something Elevation. No.
Constant Elevation.
Constant Elevation. Yes.
Yeah.
Sammy plays in that band.
Yeah, that's Sammy's band. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that was a great bill. That was just a great show, and you know, and then it all went down. It was like a week or two later, and that was it.
I know, man. It sucks.
You know, but
that was crazy, man.
Yeah, and I was saying also, I love that you guys came out doing Seekers of the Truth by the Cro-Mags, like doing the opening of that. It was awesome.
Hell yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Awesome. So that's a total metal riff, that opening. That's riff.
That's why
so good.
What I love about it, you know.
Oh yeah, me too.
You could be listening to that while you're riding on a dragon with a sword. You know?
Oh man.
Absolutely.
Oh,
hey,
classic.
That said, Sid, you got anything, or you're a passenger here?
Yeah, just a passenger, just watching the show.
Okay, listen. You need Hold on a second. You need some quarters. You need some quarters to do your laundry. I got quarters.
Oh, there
you
it
need
is.
quarters, bro.
Wait. Back to the laundry again.
You mean this?
Yeah. All right. Get cracking. All right, Sid. I'll see you later, Sid.
All right, later.
Steven, we'll catch up to you soon.
Absolutely, Jay. It was a pleasure.
Peace, guys. My pleasure.
Take care.
Busting Sid's balls. Hey, Jay, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
No, thank you for having me, Drew.
Anytime, man. And
my
you know,
pleasure.
You've been in my films, and I love your band, man. I love Mindforce.
Thank you, man.
You're one of the best bands out there these days, and I
Thank
hope
you, man.
I know you guys are a little dysfunctional. I hope that everything sorts out. I hope the guy in your band is health.
Thank you, man. Much love to Mike.
Anybody you want to shout
through a
out?
recovery right now. Yeah, yo, shout out to Triple B, our record label. Shout out to Pillars of Ivory, Age of Apocalypse, Death Threat. Shout out, check out my new band coming out, Colossus. Shout out to New York Hardcore, the whole family, the Holy Trinity, Long Island, New York City, and the Hudson Valley. And Drew, thanks for having me, man. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Much love.
Take care, brother. Well, there you have it. Jay Peter from Mindforce and Pillars of Ivory. That was cool. We had the Silence Equals Death guys on. That said, we got a couple of minutes here. What else? Sid, listen, I hope you're digging in there and going down to the laundry room. Thank you. Yep. I was listening to Mindforce this morning. It was awesome. That said, Viking support to Mindforce. There you go. You know what? Let's mention this show. I didn't announce this one. This is coming up. Coming up, so you better get this party started. How about Riz and Lee from Unregenerate Blood? This is the Global Unity Show. That's December 20th. That's happening. So tune into that. Got a couple minutes here. Let me ask you, who would you like to see on the show? Post up. Let's hear it. Who would you like to see on the show? In the meantime, something that's on my mind. How about here you go. Here's a good one. As we're talking about it, coming up, so you better get this party started. How about the Stone Brothers in Pink back in the day, right? Me and my brother Evan in Pink, right? How cool is that? Let's see your suggestions. Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse. Well, that's a little bit of a stretch. Not sure about that one. Paul Bearer, I don't know. I'll reach out to Paul Bearer. I don't know if he'd come on. HR, I don't think so, man. I don't think I would bring HR on the show. I don't think it's a great idea to bring HR on the show. I sort of cringe when I see a lot of people pull HR out, in public to do stuff. HR has some issues, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the show would serve him well. Tom Sheener from Indecision. That's a good one, May. That's a good one. Eddie Leeway. I know Eddie Leeway. He Rick to life. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Evan from Biohazard, I've reached out to. Evan has no interest in coming on the show. Evan has no interest in talking about Biohazard or New York hardcore. Nothing. Evan is not interested in coming on this show. So I don't think. Yeah, we had Jimmy G. Jimmy G. We had early on. We'll bring Jimmy G. Robert De Niro, good one. I'd love to have Robert De Niro on the show. Beastie Boys. I thought about that. Reaching out to Mike D. That's a thought. Mike Score. Ian Mackay would be great. But, I think a lot of it is guys like Ian Mackay and Henry Rollins, they're really sick of talking about this stuff. I don't know if Ian really wants to come on a hardcore show. Plus, those guys never really cared much for New York hardcore, So, keep that in mind. The cast of Laws of Gravity. Peter Green's a friend of mine. I'd love to have Peter Green on the show. I don't know. Anthony Caminal. I don't know if he would do it. I don't know if this is something that really interests him. Mike Ness. Listen, bro. You think? Of course. I've sort of put those feelers out there. I'd love to personally have Mike Ness on the show. You know what? This is yeah. This one is definitely on my list. Scott Vogel, absolutely. That's absolutely. Doug Holland. That's not going to happen. Doug Holland wouldn't come on a show like this. I'm working on Dez. Dez is definitely on the agenda. Definitely. Dez Cadena. We've been talking. Dez Cadena is going to happen. Ray Capo is going to happen for sure. Maybe the 100th show. I don't know. But Kamal from the Jerky Boys. You know, I'm friends with Kamal. That could happen. You know, any of the Rancid guys? Yeah, maybe. DRI? Yeah, I think we had Go Big, who would be the ultimate guest. For me, you know, Roger Waters, Bob Dylan, Paul McCartney, John Lydon. Yeah, Brian Baker. I've reached out to Brian Baker and, you know, Billy Milano. No, thank you. That's not going to happen. Mike Muir is a good one. Love to have Mike Muir on the show. Listen, Roger Waters is, you know, I've interviewed a lot of people in my career, you know, doing films. And, you know, if you've seen the Alago film, you know, you saw the Metallica guys in there. And I've worked with a lot of people through the years. There's very few people that I think would shake me up. Very few of them. And like I said, Roger Waters is one of them. Paul McCartney's one. And certainly Bob Dylan's another one. Those guys are, you know, that's another level type stuff for me. Rollins, yeah, I gotta reach out. I gotta reach out to Rollins. For sure. Am I seeing this right? Mike Pruitt just reached out to me about the Legacy Films thing. Eddie Murphy. You know what? DMC from Run DMC is on like every podcast and everything. I know his manager, Eric. I've reached out to them. Let's wait. Daryl Jennifer, listen, I wish. Friggin' guy, I'm trying. Yeah. Gavin, for sure. Legs McNeil's a very good one. You know? Someone just responded to my my Legacy Films thing. And I'm going to mention it again. I do personal documentaries for people. A lot of times it's sort of a parent or a grandparent tell their life story. I'm available to do a documentary film. I ain't doing them for free, by the way. I'm not sure if I put that. It's not a labor of love. Yeah, Luigi. Yo, that's Chucky Brown. That's for sure. Luigi Mayorga, the original Suicidal bass player. I'm friends with him on Facebook. I think that's a definite, bro. That's a no problem. Rudy Sarzo. Listen, I'd love to have Rudy Sarzo on. You know, that'd be great. Yeah, support Dr. No. Let me mention the Dr. No. Dr. No, www.drnobadbrains.com. There's a Dr. No mask. Dr. No has cancer. And he had a double stroke. Please support him. Go check it out. They're selling masks over there. Support Dr. No. He's having some issues. Monster's a good one. Well, Max and Igor, of course. Yeah, that's a good one. Ringo Starr would be fun. Gotta pay your dues if you want to play the blues, and you know it don't come easy. Glenn. Yeah, listen, I can reach out to a lot of these kind of people, but Luke Kohler's been on the show. Where the hell you been? Luke Kohler's been on the show numerous times. Yeah, I know. I banned. Part of the problem with Daryl is that I banned Daryl early on. He was in the chat room and I got pissed. Yeah, we know. CBGB's New York Hardcore 2020. How many times are you going to post that, bro? We know. It's a Sunday afternoon matinee. Welcome to the guy that punched Glenn. Come on. You know, I just had him on the show. He was just on the other day. But you know what? We don't want to talk about that nonsense anymore. It's boring. Lee Ving's a good one. Ricky Rackman. I like Ricky Rackman. That'd be a good one. Waddy from the Exploited. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could deal with Waddy, you know? So there you go. What else? What else is out there? Anybody? Yo, it's shout out time. We got a couple minutes. Let anybody want any shouts out. Put them in the chat room right now. It's shout out time. Crazy Legs. That's a good one. You know? Jeff from you know, I don't think Jeff cares, you know, to come on a show like this. You know, and I've said it before, is that we gravitate to people that watch the show, that enjoy the show, want to be on the show. You know, it's like when I reach out to people and they're like, "Huh, what?" And you know, and they just don't even know like what we're doing over here. I don't know. All right, Nick Sabbath. Shout out to brother Chris Hoffman. All right. Sid the Kid, shout out to Extra Cheese and Bacon Pizza. Chit Meg, I know Crazy Legs, I could ask him. Please do. Wait, I saw a good shout out. Another shout out to Sid's shirt. Big shout out for your shirt, bro.
Hey, come on, you can't hate on Madball, man. Come on, it's
Yep. Listen, they're gonna have to. That thing's gonna start coming on the show by itself pretty soon.
If it starts walking, then I'm gonna have to stab the shit out of it.
Yeah. Hey, Dacia, hashtag GTNHITO. Check us out on Facebook if you're struggling. Great Facebook page. Go check it out. Shirt of the day. Yes, it is.
Damn right, it's the shirt of the day. Come on, it's classic.
Flan ball. It's Flan ball. Shout out to Flan. Federico, shout out to Flan. Good one.
Freddie would approve of that.
Shout out to Drew, totally shredding on that guitar in the background. All right. You asked for it, you got it. All right. Here we go. All right. You got a little something. All right. Don't make me play that thing. Don't make me do
the tune.
Don't make me do it. Age of Flan. Good one. Shout out to the 100th show mystery guest. All right. Oh, John Brannon. Good one. John Brannon doesn't talk much. I don't know if John Brannon wants to come on the show.
Hey, it's
all Flan and games until someone gets hurt. Team No Head in the Oven. That's the name of it on Facebook. Go check it out. Great page. Shout out to Israel. Joseph, formerly of the Bad Brains and Fireburn. Check out his new tunes. They are dope. Shout out to you, Drew, and everyone in the community. Thank you. I appreciate that. Harley Flanagan. All right. What else? Shout out to Victim in Stain. Hey, you with us, Steven?
Yeah.
Hey, how's that bad connection going? Let's bring you on. Let's bring you on to complicate things a little more.
There you go. Hey, come on. I'm not Craig.
He must be in the dark room now.
Wrath of Flan.
I'm scanning right now.
Are you?
I'm scanning. I'm scanning a band called the Manic Street Preachers.
Oh, right on.
At the Limelight, whose guitarist disappeared and never returned.
That's right. Crazy story. Yeah.
Great band. Wait,
didn't they find?
They found his car near a bridge that was a major suicide spot.
Right.
That was it.
Right. I thought maybe they found his body in the woods or something.
No, they never found him.
Really?
It's a terrible, terrible story, you know?
Shout out to Craig's Wi-Fi. Good one.
Yeah.
Dropping
seriously.
many stinks. Maximum penalty. Yeah, you know what? How about Joe Affey? We should get Joe Affey on the show. That's a good one. Yep. Sub-Zero's been on the show. We already did Sub-Zero.
I mean, actually having Jimmy and Joe Affey on at the same time, that would be a good episode, Drew.
Joe Affey's an interesting dude.
I mean, Jimmy, I wouldn't see Jimmy like not wanting to do it either, you know?
Steven Flancina.
Yep, that's it. That's his new surname.
Chucky Brown, shout out to Lenny B and Jason, speedy recovery. Hey, you know who I want to shout out? I want to shout out Upstate Rick. Love you, bro. And, you know, I know you're struggling with some health issues. Fucking love you, bro. And thanks for everything you do for this show, man. I really appreciate it. Cousin Joe, definitely. Love Cousin Joe. He's a personal good friend of mine, definitely. Flan C. Flan. Okay. There you go. That's a good one.
How about Flan said Fred?
Ayo, Steve, old school Sundance Bayshore hardcore picks.
There we go.
Listen,
Got plenty of
bro.
those.
Listen, you want Sundance? You want friggin' Sundance or the Crazy Donkey photos? You come to the right place.
Don't forget the Roxy Music Hall.
Oh, the Roxy. Frank Cariola's Roxy.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
All right. How about the Black Israelites? So those the 1%ers that talk about the White Devil? Yeah, let's get them on the show. Shout out to Rockaway Beach. Right on, bro.
Rock.
They're still down in Times Square, Drew. I had not a
Really?
personal and saw them as I was riding my bike.
Yeah. Timmy
2020
Chunks.
and they're still around.
You know, Timmy Chunks, man, is another guy who just doesn't watch the show, probably doesn't even know it exists. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, buried alive from Buffalo. Okay. Shout out to Steve's ever-changing background.
I have many floors. Many floors.
Oh, here's a good one. You know what? No one's brought this one up. And this is a really good one. Wait, where is it? This has never come up. Kevin Seconds.
Yep. That
that'd
would
be
be
a
a
good one.
really good one, Drew.
Yo, Tom Capone. I got news for you. I'm friends with Tom Capone. Tom Capone ain't coming on the show. He ain't doing it. You know, I spend time with Tom Capone. He ain't doing it. Ghostface Killer. Interesting. Scott Vogel, we got to get. Absolutely. Yeah, Tristan, we talked about doing a skateboarding show, like with Chuck from McRad, Chuck Treese, and one of the guys from JFA. And yeah, that's, you know.
If you do a skateboarding show, you got to get Rich Zoller. He takes amazing shots of all those guys.
Yeah. That said, the guy from Revelation Records, I've thought of that. Jordan would be kind of cool. Best thoughts to Upstate Rick. We love you, bro. Tommy Rat. That's interesting. You know. Stop with Billy Milano. I'm not dealing with Billy Milano. Last time I spoke to Billy, forget it. I'm not dealing with it. You deal with that. No
What about
sense.
Scott Ian?
Scotty, I've reached out to Scott. I don't think Scott wants to come on the show and get into New York hardcore. You know, every time Scott, New York hardcore, oh, they tried to steal the logo. It's like, he don't want to deal with it, bro. And I don't blame him. You know? Listen, Minus isn't coming on. I can't even get Minus to do 10 questions, you know? I thought about Fredro or Sticky, actually. You know, I just don't know how much mileage I get out of that, you know? Robo. No. I don't know, man. That'd be crazy. Robo. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy. Yep. Yeah, Charlie Coma, some Candiria. We already had John from Candiria on, you know. Glenn Friedman. Yo, we've been through this, bro. Glenn Friedman is a New York hardcore hater. He's a hater of New York hardcore. Every time I talk about New York hardcore, you know, you don't have nothing nice to say about it. So Glenn Friedman ain't coming on the show. to talk shit about New York hardcore. We're not going to have.
Randy's one, especially with the book. Well, the book that he's making for a few people, that he would definitely be a good guest to have on the show.
Bobby Hamble's another one. Where did I just see that? Bobby Hamble is another one. Yo, Bobby Hamble's like incommunicado. I don't even know if he knows how to turn a computer on. So, you know, get Don Francisco Sabato Gianjante. I'm not sure who that is. Who's Don Francisco? Who's that? Is that the dude from The Godfather?
What?
Is that the dude?
You can answer that better than we could.
Yeah. Yeah, if only Mackie would, I wish. Upstate Rick, there he is. Mick Foley. Yep. Rob Fish. Keith Morris. All right, here's Keith Morris. You know, back in the day, you know, yeah. I don't know if we really, you know.
Hey, Drew, my battery is just about to die, so I'm going to wave goodbye to everybody.
It's been nice having you, bro.
Thank you.
I'll see George and Steven.
Listen, John Joseph McGowan, absolutely. We're going to get John Joseph on the show for sure. That's going to happen. No, Bob Riley hasn't had an episode, but you know, every time I try to just get Bob to even do a tech check with me to see if he can do it, he just can't seem to figure out how to get the camera working or nothing. Bob Wiley's like technically retarded. So the dude,
we can't say the R word. Remember that, Drew. That's
I know. I just said it. Sorry. Yep. Chuck Biscuits, bro. That dude has disappeared a long time ago.
I mean, he's still around, just not actively on social media. I mean,
you know, Jello would be good. I'd like to. I should reach out to Jello. Everlast too. Yo, Matt Bold is another good one. So there you go.
Send Dog from Cypress Hill would be a possibility too.
That would be cool. You know. So there you go. Enough of that. I think we covered everything. Sid, we'll see you. We'll see you in a week.
Yes, sir.
And the only prerequisite is you have to wear that shirt again. Okay.
Maybe I might. Maybe I might not. I'll flip a coin. We'll see.
Listen, I'm not letting you on the show now. If you don't wear that shirt.
Well, wait, but can it be a Madball shirt?
No, it has to be that one unwashed.
No, I don't think so.
All right, I'll see you later. Yeah, well, there you go. It's the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live. Thanks for hanging in there, everybody. You know who we're sponsored by. The New York Hardcore Comics, Organic Grill, the Texas Silver Rush, Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, and Yorkcore Hardcore fan page. Want to shout out our people at Pitchfork and, of course, over at Fryette Amplification as well. Great show. Thank you. It was nice to spend some time with you. I love this one, Axl Rose. You know what? You mentioned before, like, who would be my, you know, oh my God guests. And I mentioned Roger Waters. Axl Rose as well. I'd love to talk to Axl Rose. That would be a big one. That would be a big one for me personally. Order a shirt. They're out there. Hey, have you seen the hold on. Ooh. Have you seen the available now right underneath you? The Do Good Things and Good Things Will Come to You line is out there. Don't be shy. You know, order something from the site. That said, thanks a lot, everybody. It was the last two shows have been really cool. And we will see you on Wednesday with Eugene Robinson. And then a week from today is going to be Moby. Everybody, yep, rocking the District 9 shirt today. That said, once again, thanks, everybody. I love you. Worldwide hardcore forever. Until then, do good things, and good things will come to you.